Hi guys, welcome to the channel, Dotted Experts. The next question is, what is C Sharp abstract class? So let us try to create a abstract class and let us understand what exactly the abstract class and why do we need it. And in the later section, we'll also start seeing what's the difference between abstract classes and the interfaces. So as of now, just to save your time, I have created an abstract class and I have created a few classes where it inherits the abstract class. So let me explain what exactly why do we need the abstract. So abstract, as a name depend, no, it says it will not have any implementation. Ideally, if we call any method with abstract method, it will not have any implementation for that. So to do that, the abstract class will have the abstract methods and also non-abstract methods. So here I've just taken an example of both the things. I have created a abstract method called as bonus amount. Let us take a small example. So when you try to explain to a interviewer, so when someone asks about what is abstract class, so it's always better to go ahead and start with an example. So why exactly we'll go for the abstract class or something. So why we go for a abstract class. So when I want to make a class as a base class, when I say base class, let us take an example of employees. So if I have an organization, I'll have a permanent employees and I'll have a temporary employees. So but I'll have a some common factors in between them. Example here, I'm taking example of bonus amount. So there'll be bonus amount for the permanent employees and there'll be bonus amount for the temporary employees. So here, but the amount whatever they're going to define for the permanent employee and the temporary employee is going to be completely different. So here I created a abstract class, employee class, where which will have abstract method, bonus amount. Here one more point is, can one more question you can expect, can abstract method have an implementation? The answer is no for that. So if you just look at this, what it says, employee dot bonus amount cannot declare a body because it's marked as abstract. So as it suggests, it's saying that okay, you mark the method as abstract method and you cannot have an implementation. So that is the one of the major thing what you have to understand when declaring a class as sorry, or a method as an abstract method. So when we can have an implementation for that, so the implementation comes up here when you're inheriting this particular class in the child class. So here we have a permanent employee and we are inheriting the employee class here. So what's happening here, let me just create one more class just to make you a much more better understanding. So I'll just call it as test and I'm going to inherit employee. So let us see what happens here. So ideally, what I'm expecting here, test. If you do that, it will ask for you, okay, go ahead and there is a abstract method which is present inside the abstract class. Please go ahead and implement that. So it's suggesting you to just go ahead and have the implementation of this particular base amount whatever you have it. So the moment you do that, it says, okay, you have a abstract method. I'm just going to override that abstract method over here. So here you can just have whatever the implementation you want to do it. So let me take out this class. I hope you understood like how we got the override keyword. So when you're marking a class as abstract method, there will be override keyword in the child class. So here I'm just going to have a bonus amount in the both permanent employee and the temporary employee. And here they say the bonus amount what I'm going to provide for permanent employee is gonna be little higher. Let's say I'm just going to provide some 1% of bonus as per the salary, and as well as for the temporary employees there will be some bonus or there will not be some bonus. So those kind of logic we can be written here and it can be consumed in the main class. So I hope you understood like what exactly the abstract keyword and abstract class and abstract methods and what is the override keyword here. And can abstract class have a non-abstract methods? Yes, it can have a non-abstract method. So ideally this non-abstract methods can be accessed the moment you create an object for your child classes. It cannot be that was a question, right? Like how do we uh, access the non-abstract method which is present in the abstract class? So ideally you're going to create an object for the child classes and through that you can just access the methods which is present in the abstract class. So let us see that in an example. I just like in the program.cs I created a object for permanent employee and temporary employee. So ideally you guys have to understand abstract class which acts as a base class for you. So people cannot create an object for the base class. So it makes sense, right? I don't want anybody to just go ahead and create an object for the employee and just directly define the bonus number, because there are different types of employees which is available. So just always try to answer in a way that, look, people will understand what exactly you're trying to say it here. So, and also, can abstract class have a constructor? So let us see that here. Yes, it can have a constructor. What is the point of having a constructor? How do we do that? As I said, like, there are some variables still. You can just like uh, make a use of the like, some variables you want to initialize in the base class or something. Obviously, the your abstract class can have the constructors. Okay, so that is one, no, one point what you have to remember here. And the next point here is, okay, we do have the classes ready. So, and let me know if you guys have any questions on this. I'm just like, I've written all the code here just to save your time. So just like, if you want to just code and write down your classes, write down the methods, and start executing it. So let's go back to the starting point and let us start creating an object. So here, employee, it's an abstract class for us. So here we are using the child class for creating an object for the permanent employee, and we are trying to call the base amount. So what's your expectation here? So the moment I call the base amount, what's going to happen? As per my understanding here, you should call the permanent employee a method, whatever we overridden here. So at the same time, we're just going to create an object of this. We're just like overriding whatever the object is created here. It's overriding with a temp employee, and you're going to call the base amount again. So my expectation is to call the uh, like, temporary employees the second time. And the third one is, I'm just going to consume what are the common method which is available for me. That is a non-abstract method. And let us say, like, this is going to get called at the very last. So let us execute this and just see the output. Okay, just let me continue. Okay, you guys can, as expected here, class permanent employee called, class temporary employee called, and non-abstract method is called. So this is the explanation about the abstract classes and abstract methods and what is a base class. And I try to explain you with a kind of a real time kind of an example, so which will help you to remember it whenever someone asks you this question. So always just go out and practice it, so that, when once you start writing your code, you'll become more familiar with it. And let us see, right after the abstract, what is the next one. So again, just like, guys, if you are watching it, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you have any queries, you can reach out to me through the Telegram, or you can reach out to me through the WhatsApp number. And also I do uh, train the people for the interviews, and we do provide a support for the jobs, like as long as we can do it. So please, if you're seeking for any job, even though if you are experienced and if you're still not sure, I mean, if you're looking for a proper gateway path or something, you want to just go ahead and set it yourself in the coming years. So please do reach out to us. We are here to help you guys. And just in the next video, I'm going to explain like what is the interfaces and what is the difference between abstract and interfaces. And please do let me know if you have any questions on this. Thank you so much, guys. See you again. Bye bye.